To create our first measurement, we just need to click on the tracking tab and then click on measurement library at the top right. Before we start creating measurements and metrics, what is the purpose and why do we do it? Basically, every time you ask a question in a review, a questionnaire, or even in post-session feedback, you'll be able to see charts based on your client's answers. For example, if you're interested in having a chart for body fat, for your client's weight, for calf circumference, or hip circumference, you can create all those metrics in Clio. How do you do it? We're going to click on create a measurement, and then we'll have two options. Either we create our own, meaning we create a metric that doesn't exist yet by giving it a name and a unit, or we can pick from a unit of measurement that's already there. Abdominal circumference, hip circumference, waist circumference. You can put whatever you want. For instance, I'm going to select weight and then I'll add the metric. And so we can clearly see that the metric has been added. Now, once we've created the metric, what we're going to do is synchronize it with a question. So we'll go to the tracking tab, again, either in reviews, questionnaires, or post-session feedback. We're going to create a review. For example, we'll create a review called weekly review, which we'll send out, say, every week on Sunday. And then we're going to ask all the questions: body fat, weight, waist circumference, and so on. For instance, we'll ask the question about weight, and each time there will be several types of questions and answers for your client. So they can answer with text, numbers, multiple choice, a scale, yes or no, images, videos, dates, or star ratings. It's a bit like a Google form, very standard. Alternatively, we can also choose to use synchronized measurement. Once we've selected synchronized measurement, we'll link the question to the metric. In our case, it's weight, so naturally it's in kilograms. So we'll put weight here, and so that's good. The question has been successfully synced with the weight metric, which means that, for example, once we finish editing the review, we'll go to the client side. Imagine your client answers a review or a questionnaire, whatever it is, and enters their weight. You can then go to your client's file under the tracking tab. The chart will generate automatically, and as a coach, you just have to analyze it. And of course, if your client happens to be there in person, for the review session or meeting, you can manually record and then enter the measurements for them. For example, your client no longer weighs 90 kilos, they weigh 70. There you go, you enter it, and it will generate a chart that reflects the change. So now you know how to create measurements and generate metrics with your clients. And if you want to understand the app even better, you can go watch the next video.